Hello, this is Gerald Johan van Waas. In this series, I compare Chinese words to English words and to other languages, Western languages. In a way, you should not compare them when you learn languages directly, but it's good to compare them if you want to understand them from the sounds that they use, because sounds have an orientation in them, and these orientations are somewhat the same in every language, based upon the theory that says that every letter has a position in time and space, and the combinations of these orientations, they bring you closer to the meanings that is lying underneath. And these videos are meant to show you that so that you can also understand why these sounds fit to the words that are and to the characters, and how you can also maybe at some point remember it well. Then that you say, okay, it's having this performance, and it is about that kind of performance. And I will explain the word shān in this video, which you see there, the Chinese character, and I will compare it to something else, to the English word shine. And I will start from shān, which at points for me sounds almost like shen, but it is the a still, so it is somewhere in between, so it is a bit confusing to me at points. So where is that sound really at that point? But okay, it's written also as shān to focus upon it. So let's also do that. But I will exaggerate a little bit, and I will first express it as shān in the sounds orientations, because then you will see what the sound orientations in shān will do, and how they can compare to all of these words, the English words and the Chinese word. Now, I happen to know and realize very well how this character of mountain, you can recognize that mountain there quite easily, was used also in oracle bones, and it can be associated quite well as, yeah, it's something is lifted out. In there you have a region where you focus upon, and you see, okay, something is lifted out, something stands out, and that's the idea of the recognizing something. It's you recognize a pattern. All the characters also have a first foundation in, oh, I recognize a pattern, and that kind of pattern in shān is that you recognize a mountain is lifted out in the mountains, let's say. It's that kind of idea that they have in the chaos of all what you see. Recognize that pattern, and it's best expressed as shān. Then you have that darker blue thing is me visualizing everything that I see, and I see there very far away this S form, which should be expressed there. And I have here a kind of vision where I see different things, but something stands out in the moment, and that's the shān. Shān is already that kind of idea from the oracle bones, that kind of thing that stands out. It's that within the mountain range you have that mountain. You have something that stands out. It is in the moment you see something that is more. That actually also shines through. That is shining there. And it's not so much that you need to do to realize how you can make it fit to shān in shine, how you can make this fit, and we will do that first. We have the E there, which will stand out this moment that we will take out as something that is already a different focus to a different world, that is different from the other positions, because it stands out completely, and it will shine through at a moment. In the it's a short moment. I'll take out that moment. That's what shines through there as well. But the word itself is very short. It's not shān, it's shān. It's almost like the it's shān. It is actually expressing just enough to express what is hidden behind it. The mountain. Something stands out. It is this pattern that stands out. It's this short moment, just enough to recognize the differences between the whole environment. Something is lifted out, and it's today it's not no longer associated with all these oracle kind of lifting out. It's just the mountain. It's that impression. Okay, I recognize. Okay, the other difference is something stands out. That's my impression. That's that mountain. But there are some other words that still use the same sounds of as you can see here, and they are exaggerating that small lifted out moment. When I do exaggerate it, then you have that kind of character that you have here. I add more to it, I add more into it. It distinguishes itself as being more and higher and whatever it is than all the others. And it in that way, it also stands for the good, the virtuous, the benevolent, the well-disposed. You see, it's add layers there into the mouth or into the beginning of using it for something else, into its own purpose. It's going inwardly and adds more layers of mountain, of something that stands out, that you stand out more. It's virtuous. It's also shān. And then it brings us a bit closer also to, let's just base ourselves completely on sounds, because it only seems that sounds in Chinese language are a secondary option to make something clear, while the first focus is the context based upon characters and that way of thinking around characters. But the sounds themselves lead as well. When you have shàng with n instead of n, leads you again to what is superior here, what is more than something else here, leads it to, as well to a closer focus. What is into these mountains? What is that thing that stands out? It's the top, of course, that stands out. It's that upwards feeling that stands out, and that's shàng. And then you still have shān. Sorry if I'm not perfect in my pronunciation, especially when mixing from one language to another. It is always confusing to me, and it seems to be that quite often. This character that you see here is means something else. It means to delete. Still, it is based upon that same focus of sounds. You have in sounds is something in the background, the s or sh into the comparable areas of what works there, what not. Something stands out in the moment. That's that mountain where something is lifted out. In the same way, I can as well, when I don't focus with this character, I focus on the three parts. There's one part that stands out, but there are two parts that don't count. The N as the moment that stands out always is also related with a moment that you don't use. Here in this case we use these moments. It's these two moments. You see that there are two moments in these mountains that actually don't count, and we delete them in our mind most of the time. And this is exactly what it is. The N sound, we know it also in the words like know, what you don't have. as well as in the moments that we take out from M, the big thing, we take one N out, we take something out that we choose, and we leave the others out. That's why in the moment or the highlight, they're always at the same time the lower parts which don't count. We normally don't focus on them, but they're still there, and we could of course still focus on them depending on what we need for the moment to express. In this case, it's about those parts that are deleted. All of them are still with this in this background, this mountain range of the three parts where the middle part is taken out. Here the shān is focusing on just the part that is left out, and you only know that by context which part is necessary, because in sound it all sounds the same. The sounds the same when you take the middle or when you take the part what you don't use, and that's within the range of what is expressed in the character itself. The mountain, which can still be derived as an idea from there, but in this case it is via this character also focusing, no, if we continue from there, this is the part which we will leave out, please. I hope these kinds of videos will bring you closer to understand more quickly the characters, the sounds that are used, how you can remember them, and how you can associate them from all these angles, from the sounds, from the characters, from the associations, from the context. They all take part in building up the meaningfulness in words and in letters. Thanks for watching. Books, Facebook page, web page, and so on and so on. Thanks. Bye.